All right, if you love movies, then you may want to check out the biggest annual celebration of the best Arab cinema. Next week, the Arab American National Museum is hosting its Arab Film Festival, featuring some new titles. And joining us in studio right now to talk more about the festival is Dave Serio, curator of education for the Arab American National Museum. Thanks so much for being on with us.
Hi, thanks for having me.
So first and foremost, tell us a little bit about how the festival got started and what sets it apart.
Sure. So the Arab American National Museum has been around for just over 19 years, and it's the first and only museum of its kind in the entire country dedicated to telling and uplifting the story of Arab Americans. And one of the best ways you do that, of course, is through our exhibitions and different programs, specifically like the Film Festival. And so when the museum was built in 2005, the Film Festival came shortly after that. And it's one of the museum's longest running programs, coming about ever since the museum's inception.
How many films are included in this?
So we have around 11 feature films. We have lots of short films. So I'd say we showcase about 35 to 40 films annually. Feature length, short films, documentaries, action-packed things. It's a lot of variety.
Yeah, I was just about to say that's an impressive amount of variety. What else can people expect in addition to viewing these things? Any other activities or events?
Absolutely. It would not be an event at the Arab American National Museum with an Arab American organization without lots of food and lots of hospitality. So our opening night is going to be Wednesday, May 15th, where we're going to be screening the film in my one of our, well, I won't give it away actually. I'll hide that. I was
we
like,
almost did. We almost had him.
It's like, I mean, stop. But we're going to screen a Moroccan film, little teaser, Moroccan film, and then we're going to be having a meal curated by Safran Detroit, which is a delicious Moroccan-inspired restaurant in Detroit. We'll have a couple of other light snacks. We have a concert happening, so lots and lots of great things happening.
I'm sold. Alrighty, that's all it took. You talked a little bit about the museum's mission. Can you kind of elaborate on what a pillar this is for the community and what it means to people here?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're very fortunate to be in an area where we have the only museum of its kind that's really dedicated to telling the story of the Arab American community. And one of our goals really is to uplift those narratives, right? Narratives that you don't often find in your textbooks, narratives that you don't often find in other spaces. And so the museum is kind of that gem that really exists to, again, uplift those stories. We're a Smithsonian-affiliated institution. We're accredited by the American Alliance of Museums, and we're built by, for, and with the Arab American community.
How rewarding is this for you to see this event, but also to see what it means to other people? And I would imagine for these filmmakers, this can be pretty transformative for them to have this sort of platform.
We like to think so, right?
Yeah.
So we're one of very few Arab film festivals in the country. There's a few other phenomenal film festivals that are more Arab focused. Then there's a few that are more like Lebanese focused, Palestinian focused, and more country of origin. But there's very few of them regardless. And so being able to have a platform like the Arab Film Festival at the Arab American National Museum is something I think that's so important. And we get a lot of filmmakers who are like, oh, you know, sometimes we go to other film festivals or other audiences, they don't quite get what we're trying to capture, or there's that cultural component that's missing. And we've heard over and over again, which is probably one of the most heartwarming things I've heard, is that they really feel seen, represented, and at home being with not only the Arab American National Museum, but being just with the community that's here.
That representation, so unbelievably important. When is this event, and is there any cost?
So there is a slight cost. We do have tickets going for general public for $15 for most of our screenings. Some are a little bit lower cost. We have member pricing at $10. So if you're not a member, come and be a member at the Arab American National Museum. And then it's going to be taking place May 15th through May 19th. We'll have most of our screenings at the Arab American National Museum, but we also have great partners who've been partnering with us. We have a screening happening at Michigan Theater, which is in Ann Arbor, and also a screening with the Arab American Heritage Council up in Flint.
Wow, incredible. Dave Serio, curator of education with the Arab American National Museum. Your passion on this abundantly clear. Thanks for your time this afternoon.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate it. Best of luck with the event.